Hey guys, it's Drea.
It's Karen.
And we're students here at the University of Arizona College of Veterinary Medicine. And today we're going to take you on a virtual tour of our campus.
We hope you find this very helpful. Now come along with us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hanley. This is the building where for your first 2 years of in-person classes, you spend a lot of your time.
And you'll always be greeted by a friendly face at the welcome desk. Come along with us to the anatomy lab.
Welcome to our anatomy lab. Here you spend most of your time starting in the spring semester of your first year in MSK, which is musculoskeletal, but you also will be in here a little bit starting in the fall when you come into CVM. Some of my favorite things about the anatomy lab are that we have these necropsy grade ventilation systems. What they do is instead of putting all of your necropsy specimen smells into the air, they take them into the vent table and through these blue tubings through the ceiling. So it helps to keep it smelling as fresh as possible when we're in here, as well as our school is formalin free.
Another great thing about this classroom is that we have access to it outside of class time, and the professors are always willing to come in here and help you with specimens or to review material.
Welcome to the Hanley classroom. So this is one of the areas where you will spend most of your time throughout your didactic time here at CVM. Why are the tables like this, you might ask? One of the things that make our college really special is that rather than having a typical lecture hall where there are 200 to 400 people, we have what we call our TBL teams. In these teams, you're broken up into 6 to 8 people, divided based on clinical experience, where you're from, what you're interested in, things like that. Our team support specialists work really hard to ensure that your groups are suitable for you to learn in, and they basically give you the idea of working in a clinic. A lot of people when they come into vet school forget that we're not just doctors working with pets, but we have our teams. And so working in our TBL teams, we're allowed the opportunity to learn how to work in groups and collaborate in order to get the best success here at the College of Veterinary Medicine.
Now, coming into this classroom might be a little bit scary because all of you aren't in here, but don't worry, your TBL is always going to be there for you and they're going to be supportive. And the microphones allow you to communicate and have the whole classroom hear you, which can still seem a little scary. Don't worry, we're all in the same boat. And the TVs allow every student to have access to what the material is being referenced in class. Welcome to the histology classroom. Here we have access to microscopes. One person at a time can, as what we say, drive the microscope, and then the rest of the classroom and your team has access to whatever you're looking at on the TVs.
Here in the histology classroom, we also have a wonderful team of pathologists who are our professors who help inside and outside of the classroom if you need additional help. Unlike in Hanley, where all 110 of you will be in the room at the same time, for histology and anatomy, you guys are typically split 50-50, groups 1 and 2. So one group will be in the histology lab and the other group will be in the anatomy lab, which also allows you guys to have a little bit more one-on-one time with the professors and your TBLs in case you guys need some additional help.
Welcome to the Hanley Lounge. Here you'll usually find students having lunch or enjoying a quick study break. You can also find lunch and learns happening here during those lunch periods. And that's where we have guests come in and give a talk on a certain topic or subject.
U of A CVM is also very aware that everyone has different learning styles and wants to make sure that we put our best foot forward. Connected to our Hanley Lounge is also an area where students who have DRC accommodations are able to take their tests and have a little bit of a quieter space in order to be productive and get their work done.
Right outside the lounge, you have access to your individual locker that you get at the start of your time here, and you'll have access to it throughout your 2-3 years that you are with the college, and you can put whatever you want in there, any personalized items, and you can also decorate it, which is always fun.
Welcome to my favorite part of campus, our clinical skills room. Whether you have 15 years of clinical experience or have never pet a dog before in your life, this is where you will be able to thrive. For those of us who are kinesthetic learners, you're really going to love this space. Here we are able to get all of our hands-on learning and practice done. We have amazing technicians that have different and vast years of experience, whether it be in small animal or large animal medicine, that create specific models in order for us to practice our venipunctures, which is the scientific name for drawing blood, on canines, felines. I myself learned how to draw blood on a cow and a horse in this very room.
And you have access to this classroom outside of class time, and the techs will always be willing to work with you as well to help you get more experience and feel more confident. And the models really help you get that glimpse of what you're going to experience in the real clinical setting.
Welcome to the Stallard building. Stallard, think of student life. Come with us inside the building and we'll show you all that it has to offer. Follow us inside. So just like our Hanley building, this building is locked 24/7. So to get in, you take your key card and the door opens. Follow us.
Welcome to the Stallard building. Here you'll find a lot of students unwinding and enjoying time outside of the classroom. And then we also have a lot of lunch and learns here where our guests come and provide very educational talks, and they often provide a lunch along with it.
This space is also used by our over 40 campus clubs. You have things such as the National Association of Black Veterinarians, pathology, shelter medicine, and things of that nature. And if there's not a club on campus that you want to see or something that you're very interested in, the campus makes it very easy to charter and start those clubs. One of my other favorite things about the College of Veterinary Medicine here at the University of Arizona is that we're not responsible for our coveralls or our lab coats. Here we are on vending machine way. Over here we have our coverall machine. That one over there is for lab coats. Each semester, meaning fall, summer, and spring, you start off with 4 credits. To use those 4 credits, some people like to check out 2 and 2 at a time and then return them as they need. For me, I like to check them out 1 at a time, use them, and then return them. So the way that it works is you use your little cat card, you come over here to the vending machine, you swipe. So here you see that I have an items balance of 4. I'll select my coveralls, I'll choose my size. You press the green check mark. After that, it'll drop it through the system and you have your fresh pair of coveralls. Next to the coverall machine, you have your return machine. There is one located here in Stallard, there's one in Hanley across the street, and then there's also one at the farm when you go there. To return your coveralls, it's very similar to the way that you rent them. You use your cat card, swipe it. Here, you don't use the board. It'll tell you how many items you have. So because I checked this one out, I only have 3 left. You place it in the little cubby. You only want to do 2 at a time because that's all the machine can register. You close the door and it'll dispense down. Once it dispenses down, it'll reset your items balance and you'll go back up to 4.
Inside Stallard, we have this quiet study space where you can come in and have some more quiet time to do your studying. There are individual classrooms that you can go into which provide a TV and an HDMI cable that allows you to connect your computer to the monitor. Some of the classrooms have windows which allow you to see the beautiful scenery we have here, which is one of my favorite parts.
Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us today. We wanted to end in the beautiful scenery of Oro Valley with a nice view of the Catalina Mountains right behind us.
For more information, go online to vetmed.arizona.edu or follow us on social media.
Catch you guys later.
Bye!